Hey, I wanted to reach out to y'all today to help you understand something that's very important to your own community and also to your own family, neighbors, relatives. Um, Last night, my little community got hit by what they're thinking is it was an F3 tornado. I was on duty. Me and my partner took shelter in the bathroom. It destroyed the building behind us. I don't know about, couldn't tell if there was any damage to our building per se. It looks like it's fairly unharmed. Buildings around us, there are a lot of houses flattened, that sort of thing. But I say that because I say that to get to a point. During this, of course, you've got fire departments, police agencies, ambulance service, and they're out trying to look for people that are possibly buried in the rubble, trying to transport. I transported 3 at once because we couldn't get to people. There were power lines down, there were trees down. It was a mess. Anyway, during the middle of this, we have somebody come to us that is on Homo 2. They're on Homo 2 continuously, and they have nothing but an oxygen concentrator. And I don't know if you know what that is, but an oxygen concentrator, it basically concentrates the oxygen electronically and delivers it to them through a nasal cannula. Well, that's not a problem during most situations, but this particular person needed 5 liters to be able to live, I guess. And actually, they were getting pretty stressed. I think part of it was emotional, but nonetheless, that's not my point. My point is, this is something that they needed continuously, and all they had was an electric option. Do not be caught. Don't let your neighbors, yourself, your family, whoever, if you know somebody that's on oxygen, tell them to get tanks. Tell them that their doctor does not realize, they don't think about these sort of things. They don't think about the emergencies where you are faced with either trying to get yourself somewhere that has electricity, or or you have to call an ambulance. Okay, so that's where the part that I'm trying to get to. These people needed an ambulance, they thought, because they didn't have a way to provide him oxygen. We had multiple agencies respond to this, or to respond to the tornado disaster. We had road blocked for miles, no way to get around in town. The nearest hospital is about 16 miles away. It is covered up with patients. There were fatalities, and they've called in extra crew. They're already slammed with all kinds of things going on, and here we have somebody that just doesn't have an oxygen tank. We can't just give you our oxygen tanks all the time. I mean, that's ended up being what we did with the first patient that needed oxygen. We finally got laid down around 3 or 4 o'clock this morning and get a call to a nearby community where, again, somebody was on a Homo 2 and they did not have a tank. All they had was electric oxygen, and they felt like they needed O2. This is a problem when you're having to stop what you're doing in a disaster just because somebody needs their daily O2. That person wasn't as dependent on it, but had probably gotten anxious because of the situation and was afraid that they would need O2. So I guess what I'm saying is, people, please, if you know anybody, or if you need oxygen, and I'm not complaining I don't mean to be sounding like I'm complaining about these people calling 911 because they felt like they had an emergency. What I'm saying is plan ahead. Get that O2 tank. Insist, whether it's the doctor or the medical equipment company, whoever it is, ask them to please let you have enough O2 to get you through 12 to 24 hours. People think about it during ice storms sometimes, but they don't think about it in disasters like a tornado. We actually regained power, and there were a lot of power poles. Kudos to the energy companies because they had us back in power by, I think we had it back by 10:45 where I live. In town where I was at last night, I don't think they got it back until around 2 today. That's a problem if you use an O2 concentrator. So what I'm saying is don't think that you're just going to be able to find somewhere that has electricity. You may not be able to get somewhere. Get the O2 tanks, please. Please. Thank you. Have a blessed day.